Hello and welcome. I'm NJ Yosh, and we're back in Bellwright for episode 85. So I was just looking at the map, and we've got a whole bunch of new camps appeared up here. And part of me wants to clear them out, but I think it would make more sense to concentrate on camps down here. This is too many camps for me to feel like I can handle moving around here. There was just so many bandit patrols moving through that it made it difficult to move around. So we're going to take care of some of them. We'll probably start with these 4 little ones here because they'll be easy, and then maybe tackle this bigger camp here, possibly with an army, but it's a long walk with them, so I'm not sure about that. So let's just take a look. We're holding a smithing hammer. We don't want to be holding that. Let's go put that back. Part of the reason we're going to go take care of those camps is because that should increase our trust with mostly Horndine. Some of those I think might be Crasmere. Alright, let's see. You know what, we will take just these 2 stacks to start. I don't want to take too many arrows because I'm going to end up with overloaded inventory anyway. Let's see, what's our food situation? Let's eat another one of those and grab one of those. Our food state is actually getting a bit low. So that's a little concern. I mean, not to where people are not going to have food, but you know what? We probably should slaughter this pig. Because we don't have a female pig right now anyway. So he's not doing anything but eating food.
I feel it's going to be a good day. I'm glad I have a place to sleep.
And we'll butcher him. Butchering is slow. I do not have a very high animal handling skill, though. That's probably what it is. Ooh, my new river dock is finished. So we'll look into moving that also. I think that one's going to go outside of Crasmere. Alright, let's take all this off. Bunch of burnt meat there. That's not great. Not what you want to see. So I do have some villagers that are now on here as guards, because it seemed like there was a lot of people that weren't doing anything. All right.
Happy days, all thanks to you.
Work, lads. We need to make this place look better.
So let's start here. We're going to follow this road because I think this is going to take me to a camp. Possibly. Well, it takes me down to an intersection. I have a sign here. That might have been the smarter one to travel to, but at least that's not so far away for transporting at least the first set of loot. Then we'll have to figure out what we want to do once we're at the next camp. I really should put this... Yep, I ran right past it. I was going to say I should put that on a waypoint so I don't miss it. I don't know how... Oh, it's behind the hill as I came past. That's why I didn't see it. Right over his head. Okay. Alright, let's settle down. Let's find our aim. Only 3 of them left. No armor to speak of. Easy peasy. Let's maybe go to this one next. How's my inventory? Yeah. A little tighter than I would like, but still don't quite feel like going back yet. What we got there? Oh. I only saw 1 dot. I thought it was going to be a wild animal. Alright. Alright. Chill out. Hit him in his arm, I think. Where was that arrow supposed to be going? Take out that guy and deal with this guy with the sword. Have to be mindful there is an archer. Ouch. You got one of those sneaky daggers. That was a quick attack. Okay. Should be the lot, and that is also the limit of our inventory space. Now, where was that waypoint? That travel sign? Does this swing back towards that? More or less. Whoop. Alright, we're not going to do that again. looking at the mini map, not watching where I'm, or looking off where I'm running and not noticing the red dots on the mini map. Okay. Oops. All right. You know, maybe we'll go here, swing through this bigger camp, and then up to that little camp. Patrol up to my left. This should be that 3-star camp. I'm a little low on arrows for a 3-star. I'm low on arrows, but long on confidence. Whiff. Whiff. 3 whiffs in a row. That's a great start. Ouch. Alright. We got a little Hawkeye over there. Fair enough. Alright, let's get in here and do something about these archers. Okay. Don't land on the fire. Gotta clear away from here before that patrol gets too close. I don't think I'm gonna have the inventory space to just go to the next camp. Yeah, not really. See if we can sneak into this sign back here and figure out what's shutting it down. Probably this patrol I'm about to run straight into. Ouch. Where are you shooting arrows over the hill there like that? Alright. Yep. Not gonna have space. Oh, why is it shut down again? Do I care about the onions or the meat stew? Not a lot. I guess I can grab it. Alright, what is that? Those are wolves. That's what's shutting this down right now. Kind of filling our food back up a bit. I think this is still going to be the closest sign I have. Yeah, probably. Yeah, don't want to do that though. Actually, looks like that camp is up on top anyway. Or wait, this is the one I had already cleared. There's the one I'm looking for. Ouch. Alright. Let's take care of you first. They're just using simple arrows, so even those bow shots were not really that threatening. Now, these one-star camps, it reduces the number of camps, which is helpful, but it doesn't do much else. So, maybe I go take out this one? That feels like it might be more helpful. I have an absurd number of simple arrows. Which means I have a whole lot of mostly useless arrows. There are a lot of archers in there. Alright. Let's fall back a bit. Make those archers start moving. Alright, they're falling back actually. Let's just quick loot these. Ooh, that one hurt. Let's get over here. Come on. Well, that's the first time I've gone down in a little while, I think. I forgot I had some sturdy arrows here. All right. Ooh, village training ground has been constructed. I believe that was in Blackridge Pool. Yep, several new people there. Can I get in here and loot this first? Well, maybe just one new one. Ooh, good shot. Let's heal up a little. That didn't pay off. Alright, not doing great. Those archers are kinda kicking my butt.
What do you think those dots in the sky are?
Obviously need the health boost more than stamina. And let's also... they've moved it out of here, haven't they? Wherever they put the medicines. Alright, let's try a third time. Oh, come on, I was blocking. Alright, let's get in here. Shut the camp down. So we now have researched the Armourer. And we have a Reclamation party coming in. Ooh, sturdy arrows. I want those. For Padstow. Alright, well, good news about Padstow Reclamation parties is I don't have to worry too much about getting ahead of them. They're pretty easy to intercept. Anything here that's important? Do want... kind of want those nails. I want those nails more than those simple arrows, honestly. Not gonna lie, there's part of me that's tempted to just go there and try to intercept him solo. But we're not gonna do that. We're gonna let our troops have some fun too.
All done in a good day's of work.
Yeah, it's going to take them a few minutes to get there. Is it going to take them long enough that I can go build a dock? Or go prepare a dock for moving, I should say. Would like to go in there. Bandits. Now, there is a chance I'm not going to be able to build the dock this close anyway. We can actually just test that real quick. No, we can build here. Ish. Alright, there's a spot there we can build. So, we shall let our villagers disassemble that.
Another day, another patrol. Let's make sure everyone stays safe.
Still waiting on them to get up here. So, let's go over to this end of town. Let's scope this out. It's a pretty big building. Centralia is getting pretty spread out.
The village is looking better and better.
All done in a good day's of work.
Alright, I suppose we could rally the troops up and get them outfitted.
So far we're doing great work, don't you think?
Ooh, you know, I don't think we've ever added... Hang on. Our newest troops. Yeah, Fabian needs to be added. So does Briscoe. Belinda needs to be added to the other set. Ortho and Belinda need to be added here. Belinda, Ortho. Oops, that's not what I wanted. And then to troops, we need to add Briscoe and Fabian. Percival still has no strength. I don't think he can get high enough strength. Linda, you're getting your food? Or are you coming? I think Belinda's getting equipped. Okay. Troops. Militia. Merchant. Hello, merchant.
Ah, a fellow traveler.
You know, they're probably going to wipe me out of arrows, so let's buy up the arrows.
Forwards, march!
I'm happy enough with that. Oh, they are still so far. Let's see if we can hurry them along. That's right. Come and chase me. No, they seem to still be running.
Step right up. Find goods for trade.
Hold steady!
Alright, everybody get in there. Come on, don't get stuck on the wall. This is not going according to plan. Because they're getting stuck on the outside of the wall. Well, that could have gone better.
Hold formation!
Alright, is everything looted? Yep.
With more houses, we could make a small city there, don't you think?
I think maybe the location of this fence is not perfect. I think this fence would be slightly better if it was coming off of the front of this. Except now I have the road there. There we go. It might make them a little bit more vulnerable to arrows, because the fence is going to be a little bit lower to the terrain. But it seems like the archers have a tendency to move off to the right over there. So I think it should still work. Now, where were we? I think we should move that dock. Why can I not fit any more arrows over there?
The village is looking better and better.
Oh, yeah. Because they take up more than 2 spaces. Alright. Let's find a construction hammer. Help with deconstructing this river dock.
All done in a good day's of work.
With only a few nodes appearing at a time, I feel like maybe I'm actually doing it faster. Because my villagers have to go through the full animation. I have the shortened animation. And with there only being 1 or 2 nodes, the fact that they do multiple at once doesn't really come into play. As much.
Happy days, all thanks to you.
Alright, now it'll be a little bit more relevant. Alright, you're going to start over there? Fine, I'll start over here. I love all these ones that are like buried underground over here.
Glad it's my home. So far we're doing great work, don't you think?
Now, one thing I am a little bit worried about is this, once it's moved to that new location, it's still going to list it as part of Centralia. So there may be workers trying to walk down there and work on it. So I am going to have
Happy days,
to
all thanks to you.
fast travel down there pretty much immediately and build it myself. Do you want to grab a shipwright pack? Or, getting stored? There should be some around, right? To put in it. Well, it comes... It starts out with one, doesn't it? Because I will not be just letting the army walk home from this the way I do from Eastbridge. We will be taking the dock in both directions. Going to ignore that bandit party that's going up the road behind me. Ooh, I really hope I didn't build this too deep. Think we'll be okay. I think. At least it's not as bad as the start of the Eastbridge one. I can at least reach out there from the first pieces. Yeah, we should be alright. This, of course, is only the first stage of having Crasmere ready. We still will need to build a fort. And then we'll have to get the rest of the trust level we need. We're not too far off of that. We are definitely close enough that we can just buy out the rest with coins or trophies. But I'm not going to do that until we're ready to bring our army down here. It's a lot harder to build without villagers. Part of me thinks that what I should have done was had a second hammer, gone into Crasmere, hired somebody, found somebody that had a relatively high construction skill, and had them as my companion. But then I don't know what I would have done with them. I mean, technically, I could have just released them afterwards, because you can let villagers go. And I know if you hire somebody, and then just you either through books or through them working increase their skill levels in things, if you then let them go, you can actually earn a positive amount of reputation, because they'll be worth more when you let them go than you paid in reputation for hiring them. Not that with a 138,000 reputation, that's really a big concern for me, but it is something that you can do. Nope, don't just swing it. Almost there. There we go. Immediately fell into the water. Alright. Dock is done. Road is jam-packed with bandits. Maybe I'll actually start building this fort a little bit. So it's going to take a little bit of effort to build this. I don't necessarily want to try to do it all in one go. Alright, let's see here. Gonna go from here to that end there. Actually, you know, I want to start down this end. For very technical and advanced and important reasons of... I want the fence to be facing the right way. I can't quite get in where I want and look down from there. Okay, that's not ideal. A lot of that terrain is not feasible to build on. Means I may have to rethink exactly how this is going to fit together. That'll work. I'm about to get attacked, aren't I? You guys want to join in? I don't think this loot's going to be anything special. I don't mind this corner. That worked out pretty well. Now, I think I do want this to be the gap. But it's going to be a pretty small gap. That small? Maybe. I kind of wish this fence was slightly higher.
Oh.
How was that place? That place is exactly the same. Okay, never mind. Yes, I'm using the trick where you stand on top of the fence to build the next section of fence. Thank you again for that tip. It's a good one. that gonna work? Maybe. And maybe not. Nope, I can't get through that gap. That should work. Alright, so that cuts that off. Do I need to put something over here? I don't know if I do, but just in case. Oh, nope. I might not be able to. Oh, I don't have enough wood. That's ugly and floating, but that's okay. There's a medium to high possibility that I'm going to remove that at some point anyway, just because it might not be necessary. I do think I need to bridge off this point, and possibly this over here. I think it should be okay to just bridge between these two sets of rocks. And then have my militia, like, in here, maybe? Or clear off these trees and have my militia up here. Yeah, that might be better. And then my troops will just be back here. Ooh, what I might do. Oh, shoot. I'm one stick short. And then have my troops behind here. They should be mostly safe from the archers. Yeah. Alright. I think that's going to do it for the episode. We will keep working on that probably next time, and then maybe try to get to the point where our like boost our trust enough to build the bell tower next time. That should be accomplishable. But thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and we will see you next time. Bye.